Welcome to Barnstable Today. I'm Nick Cortez. The July 4th weekend is nearly here, and as everybody knows, it's the busiest weekend of the entire year here on Cape Cod. Of course, there will be countless parties, cookouts, and events both indoors and out leading up to Independence Day. And then on the 4th itself, the town of Barnstable hosts 5 parades across the town and, of course, the big fireworks display at dusk over Hyannis Harbor. We here at Channel 18 want everybody to have a great time as we celebrate our independence. And one of the best ways to ensure that your time is filled with fun and not with stress is to be aware of how to navigate the crowds, the traffic, and the parking lots, especially on parade day. On our daily talk show, Barnstable This Morning, we're fortunate to have several weekly guests who are experts in having a safe and smart holiday weekend, including Police Chief Paul McDonald and Regulatory Services Director Tom Geiler. Both gentlemen offered some good information and advice earlier this week on BTM. Let's take a look. This upcoming weekend, of course, is the July 4th weekend, the busiest weekend of the year here on the Cape and Islands, in a lot of quarters anyway. And I wonder, what kind of changes do you make? How does policing change over the course of an extraordinarily busy weekend like this to sort of keep up with the demand? I'm sure calls for service are very high this weekend.
Well, the 4th of July comes on a Monday, so basically this will be a 3-day weekend. We stopped planning for this months and months ago. We are anticipating somewhere between 1,200 to 1,500 calls for service from Friday through Monday. So there will be a significant increase in the manpower. Basically, if you're not on vacation, all days off will be canceled in preparation and for the increased number of calls and the people coming into town.
Mm-hmm. Now, officers are actually allowed to take some vacation around this time. That's kind of surprising to me.
They are, but the rules have been in place for years and years. It's strictly numbered. The number of officers and supervisors allowed to take a vacation on a certain given week. And obviously, in the months of June, July, and August, they are limited. But, again, if you have the seniority, then you will probably have this weekend off on vacation. It all goes by seniority. But there will be a significant increase in the uniform presence in town for the weekend.
I don't doubt that at all. Now, you have parades and fireworks and places where you're going to have large crowds in many, many villages here in our town. Tell us a little bit about the crowd control effort and how things like that come together.
We have 6 parades. 5 parades will be on Monday, and of course, a couple of the parades. The Barnstable Parade, the Barnstable Village Parade, and the Katuitt Village Parade. Those parades themselves, they are huge parades. And then you go into the parade in Hyannis at 4 o'clock. Everybody knows how large that one is. But there's a lot of cooperation between the police department and the Department of Public Works. The barricades will be in place. The road closures will be set up. Parking bans will go in effect at 2 o'clock on Main Street, Hyannis. During the fireworks, there's a parking ban on South Hyannis, which is basically South Street, Ocean Street, Old Colony, and Gosnell Street. And we will be out there 2 or 3 hours in advance, letting everybody know what's going on. Everything will be clearly marked. Everyone will know exactly what to do. We've been doing this for a number of years. We have this boilerplate plan set up, ready to go, so we don't anticipate much of a problem. Hopefully the weather will hold out. Everyone will have a great time.
Now, like you said, there are a bunch of large parades happening all around town on Sunday and Monday. But for the sake of brevity, let's just talk about the biggest one for a moment here, the one that comes down Main Street, Hyannis, 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon. Do you have any advice to folks who are planning on coming this weekend and kind of making a day of it?
Well, the parking ban starts at 2 o'clock. We're going to start shutting down the street at 3 o'clock. We'll get all the cars off the street at 2, and then we'll shut the street down at 3 o'clock. So if you're going to be down there, we would recommend that you get down early, probably 12:30, 1 o'clock, come down for an early lunch. There is plenty of parking along the North Street parking lots and also behind Town Hall, And again, be patient. You have to anticipate there are going to be crowds. Coming in, everybody will trickle in. They'll come hour and a half ahead of time, but everybody wants to leave at the same time. That's when the congestion starts. But we do have a plan in place, to shut down certain roadways and get the flow of traffic out of Hyannis as quickly as possible.
Now, just generally speaking, how about a few 4th of July safety tips, maybe some comments about fireworks? I'm pretty sure they're illegal in Massachusetts, but go ahead, Chief.
The fireworks are illegal in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Unless you have a permit from the fire marshal, you do have no right to have the fireworks. So just please be careful. Every 4th of July weekend, there is a rush by the rescue squads for fireworks that was used inappropriately. Someone got burned, something exploded in someone's hand, foolishness like that.
Well, Chief, Certainly appreciate your time today, your reaction, and all the good information on the July 4th holiday weekend as well. Be safe out there, and thanks for keeping everybody else safe out there, too. We'll see you soon.
Talk to you next week.
Take care.
Bye.
4th of July parking situations. I know there's going to be some temporary regulations in effect for the sake of parades and crowd control and what have you, Tom. Can you tell me about some of the changes that are going to be made for this weekend with all the special events that are going on?
Well, I think the local people are very well versed in the temporary requirements that put in place for fireworks in the parades and so forth. That South Hyannis area becomes certainly a logjam of traffic on the 4th of July. That the whole world wants to be in Hyannis for the Hyannis fireworks and the restaurants and the beaches that draw so many people. So the police have been doing this forever. They do an excellent job of moving a ton of vehicles through very congested areas and preventing the problem of somebody coming along and just parking a vehicle in a manner that just blocks up a travel lane at a time when you've got vehicles all over the place. I mean, if that was to happen, I mean, it really puts an impact on public safety, fire. Nobody can get through. So the secret is watch for the signs, obey the signs. Don't take anything for granted, and then at the South Hyannis, anything on Main Street or south of Main Street during that parade afternoon and the fireworks. Don't leave your car on the side of the road. It could be dangerous.
It won't be there.
Well, there's no attempt certainly by the police department to simply tow vehicles. But only when there's an issue where there is a hazard do they do that. But they don't hesitate to do that if somebody carelessly leaves a vehicle in a position as to restrict traffic or make it unsafe. So for visitors in particular that might not be familiar with the area, that's something you don't want to do. Although I have to say that the tourists and the visitors seem to be quite willing to comply with whatever the heck the regulations are, as long as we tell them what they are.
Sure.
So, even at the beaches or the waste of water, read the signs. Barnstable Harbor has got some new parking restrictions and so forth with all of the new construction and the expansion over there. Read the signs, and that will help you avoid ticketing or being worse towed or getting yourself into a violation. There is plenty of parking. It isn't all in front of the door that is your destination, but if we can just look at the pops, that the town is very successful at taking a lot of people and being able to get them safely parked off the roads and remove that traffic. I think that we've got a long record of doing a pretty good job at that.
No question about it, Tom, and certainly I appreciate you coming on and getting that information out to everybody. And we are out of time for the time being, but I hope that you have a great 4th weekend, Tom, and we'll talk to you down the road here at Barnstable this morning. Thank you very much. Barnstable Today is your source for all the parade info you need to know to have a great Independence Day here in town. Beginning tomorrow, we'll be speaking with organizers from the 5 parades happening on July 4th, who will clue you in on where to be and when to see all the sights. But we're out of time for now. I'm Nick Cortez, and we will see you next time here on Barnstable Today.